So hello everyone, welcome to Code with Majd, and today I'm tackling the Sparse Array challenge on HackerRank. This is a medium difficulty problem and I'm going to be solving it in Java. So I'm going to walk you guys through the process. I'm going to explain the approach that I'm using, and I'm going to implement an optimized solution in Java, as I mentioned. So let's first of all read the description of the problem. So there's a collection of input strings and a collection of query strings. So for each string, determine how many times it occurs in a list of input strings and return an array of the results. For example, look at the screen list and at the queries. So for example, there are two instances of AB, one of ABC and none of BC. So for each query, add an element to it and return the array. So the result, the return has to be a list of integers that maps how many occurrences are in the string list based on the query list given. So the way I'm going to think about it is, at first, I'm going to look at the string list and I'm going to create a map that maps every single string and how many occurrences in that string list. So for example, and the example given, there's AB, AB, ABC. So I'm going to create a separate function called return, for example, return map. And what this function is going to do is it's going to count how many occurrences of each string in that list. So for example, AB, there's two ABs. So what the map function will do is it will return a map with AB 2. So because there's two occurrences of AB, and then ABC 1 because there's one occurrence of ABC. So let me start implementing it right here. All right. So first of all, we have to call the function static map. So this map is going to be string to integer because the key is a string and the value of it is an integer. So it will take a list of strings. That's the string list given in the inputs. Public. All right. So I have to create the string that we're going to return. Integer results equal new hash map and hash map of string and integer again. All right, so what I'm gonna do is for each element in that list, I'm gonna check whether it's in the results, whether it's already in the map or not. If it is in the map, then I'll get the value of it, like how many times it already occurred in the map, and then I'll add that plus 1. And if it's not, then I'll just add it and add the value of it as just 1. So for string word in strings list. So if the result contains key, and the key is word. So if it does contain it, so I'm gonna get the old occurrence number, how many times it occurred before I scanned this word. So number of occurrences, for example, results dot get object, which is word plus 1. So if it does contain it, and we already found it again, so the new number of occurrences is the old one plus 1. And what I'll do is I'll do results dot put the word and the value as number of occurrences. Okay, so what if it doesn't contain it? So if it does not, what I'll do is just I'll results dot put the word. The value of it should be 1 because that's literally the first occurrence. And what we'll do at the end is just return results. Okay, now that get map is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it in matching strings to get the map of the occurrences. And first of all, let's create the list of strings that of integers, that I'll return at the end of the function. Integer. I'll just call it results equal new array list. Bam. And let's create the map that I'm going to store the results of the other function in. Sure. And I'll just call it map equal get map of string list. Right. So now what I'll do is I'm going to loop through each of the queries. If it is in that map, what I'll do is I'll add that to the results. So for example, let's say we're looping through the queries, and for this example, for the given example, we'll see AB. The map that we already called using the getMap function will return, for example, AB and 2. So as soon as I see AB in the queries, if it is inside the map, what I'll do is I'll just add the value of that key to the integer, to the list of integers. So it goes like that. So for string query string and queries. All right. So for each one of these, what I'll have to do is if map dot contains key, which is query string. If it does contain that, all we'll have to do is just add it to the results, add, and what I'll add is map.get and query string. All right, if it does not, then I'll just have to return 0, 0, and at the end, all I have to do is return the results list. All right, so let's run our code. All right, so matching string, we have an error. Where's that? Oh, this has to be static. My fault. Let's do it again. And all the test cases are all good. Let's submit our code to test against all the test cases, and that's it. We are done. Thank you everyone for watching, and you'll probably see more of me soon.